The NFL draft starts tomorrow, and the Commanders hold the 7th overall pick, and there's plenty of speculation about who they'll take. Joining us now with a closer look at the draft strategy is Evie with the Sports Junkies on 106.7 FM The Fan. Evie, it's so good to see you. I know it's a late one for you.
Oh, no problem. How are you, Amy?
It's so exciting. This is a critical draft for the Commanders. We haven't had great seasons the past 2 seasons. What are the Commanders' biggest needs here?
Well, remember, we were great 2 years ago. That's when Jaden burst on the scene. We were 12-5 and won 2 playoff games. But then, kind of disaster struck last year. Terry McLaurin held out. Jaden kept getting hurt, and we only ended up with 4 wins. And it felt like the last 20 years all rolled into one again. So this is a massive season for them. They kind of have needs everywhere, though. They've got a great pick at 7. I hope they stick and pick at 7 because of regardless of who goes ahead of them, they're likely to get a great player at 7, regardless of position. So they're right on the edge of this draft. This is a kind of a thin draft at the top. There aren't a lot of blue chip players, but at 7, I think they will get one. And I hope they stay and pick there and don't, trade down and try to get more picks and maybe not get as great a player. It's a very exciting day for Commanders fans.
It sure is. And, we had the worst defense in football, and the offense got worse as the season went on. Terry McLaurin got hurt. Jaden kept getting hurt. Do you expect Adam Peters and head coach Dan Quinn to focus on offense to build around QB Jaden Daniels, or focus on improving the defense?
That's the $64,000 question, Annie. Nobody knows. I think fans ultimately want offense. And that means a guy like Jeremiah Love, the stud running back from Notre Dame. He takes it to the house every time you watch Notre Dame play. He took it to the house probably twice a game. Just a phenomenal player, fast. He can play receiver. He gets balls out of the backfield. If they go defensive, they can help Jaden by shutting teams down. We were the worst defense in football last year. And so how do you help Jaden? You make stops, and then you don't have to score 30 points a game. So they're very fortunate, Annie. They can go either way. They can go offense or they can go defense.
Okay, could go either way. Also, lots of new faces. We've got changes to the coaching staff this offseason. Will that influence the draft strategy?
Absolutely. They did a really good job in free agency. They needed help everywhere. They spent $100 million on the defensive end. They gave Leo Chanel $25 million. He's an exciting linebacker. Look for him to help. They gave the DeMatha kid Nick Cross a couple years, the safety. He should help. They signed a couple of running backs. So they have help everywhere, but they don't have enough explosive, dynamic players. And that's what they need in this draft. That's why I really hope they stick and pick at 7, Annie. That's the phrase. I want you to repeat it over and over the next 24 hours. Stick and pick. Stick and pick. Get a superstar right there at number 7.
Okay, got it. We can put that on a shirt. Real quickly, we got 30 seconds. Any big names that we should be listening for on draft night?
Oh, absolutely. There are plenty of big names. Guys like Sonny Styles, the stud linebacker from Ohio State. Caleb Downs. Ohio State has 4 studs projected to go in the top 10. The safety, they could pick him. Again, if they see Jeremiah Love's name there, sprint to the podium and draft that running back from Notre Dame. Either way, Annie, remember, stick and pick. You're going to get a superstar. Please, please, unless you get an unbelievable offer, don't trade down. Let's get a stud right now, and let's get back into the playoffs in 2026.
All right, let's end on what is for sure, and that is the Junkies, the Sports Junkies, celebrating 30 years in the DMV. I just want to give you a big congrats for that. Big milestone. What is this moment all about for you guys? I mean, how does this shape your connection with your listeners? 30 years in the same market.
We couldn't do it without the listeners. We just have the most loyal listeners ever. They've been with us from day one, and a lot of them listen to us, because of their dads or parents, and they've kind of grown up with us. We're the most fortunate people ever. We wouldn't have the success we had if it weren't for the listeners. So it's all about them. We're celebrating it all year, and I know, Annie, we're going to get you out to a couple gigs this year as we celebrate. all 12 months.
Okay, you know I'll be there. Sports Junkies weekday morning 6 to 10 a.m. on 106.7 FM The Fan, or download the Audacity app. Stick and pick with 7. Stick and pick with
Stick
7.
and
I
pick.
got you. Okay, thanks, EB. We'll listen to you tomorrow morning.